Have you ever wondered, what is a control and why is it important? Well, you're not alone. Controls are actions taken by management, the board, or other parties to manage risk and increase the likelihood that established objectives and goals are achieved and opportunities are maximized. It's like having a roadmap towards success, guiding us towards our destination while avoiding potential pitfalls. But controls are not one size fits all. They possess unique attributes: the what, who, when and why, how and where. Each attribute playing a critical role in the overall effectiveness and implementation of a control. Moreover, there are different types of controls, each with a specific purpose. From detective controls that involve review and reconciliation to preventative controls that are system-related. We have corrective controls for system exception reporting and directive controls in the form of policies and training. In this video, we'll delve into the world of controls, comprehending its intricate attributes and types. Let's begin by understanding what a control is. In the grand chessboard of risk management, controls are the moves we make to keep the game in our favor. Picture a control as an action, a step taken by management, the board, or other parties. But what's the purpose of this action? Simply put, it's to manage risk. Think of control as the steering wheel of a vehicle. It guides the business in the right direction, helping to avoid obstacles and pitfalls. The ultimate goal is to increase the likelihood that the established objectives and goals will be achieved and opportunities maximized. Controls are not about eliminating risk completely. That would be like trying to drive a car with no wheels. Instead, they're about managing risk, making sure it's kept at a level where we can still reach our destination safely, efficiently, and effectively. Now, armed with the understanding of what a control is, we move on to the next attribute. Let's turn our attention to who is responsible for implementing controls. An essential piece of the puzzle is understanding who holds the reins. The responsibility for implementing controls is shared, and it's a team effort. At the top of this hierarchy are the board and management. They set the tone, establish the objectives, and define the risk appetite. They are the ones who draft, approve, and maintain the controls framework. But the responsibility doesn't stop there. Other parties play a crucial role too. They are the ones who implement these controls on a day-to-day basis. These include various departments, employees, and even third-party service providers. Everyone has a role to play. Everyone has a part in this grand scheme of control. In essence, the who of control is a collective effort. It's about everyone working together to manage risk and maximize opportunities. Knowing who is in charge of control helps us understand the responsibility and accountability involved. The when of control is just as crucial as the what and who. You see, timing is a fundamental element in the process of control. It's not just about implementing the right control measures, but implementing them at the right time. Imagine a dam. If we notice a small crack and repair it immediately, we prevent a potential disaster. But if we wait too long, the crack could expand and the dam could break, leading to catastrophic consequences. Similarly, in the realm of risk management, the timing of controls is paramount. Preventative controls, for instance, are most effective when implemented before a potential risk event occurs. Detective controls, on the other hand, are applied after the fact to catch discrepancies, while corrective controls come into play to rectify issues and prevent their recurrence. So, in essence, the when of control is all about being proactive, timely, and responsive. Timing is everything, and this couldn't be truer for controls. Now we delve into the why, how, and where of control. First, the why. Controls are implemented for two main reasons. The first is to manage risk. In the business world, risks are everywhere, from financial risks to operational risks and even reputational risks. Implementing controls helps to mitigate these risks, making it easier for businesses to operate smoothly and efficiently. The second reason is to maximize opportunities. By having effective controls in place, businesses are better equipped to seize opportunities that come their way, leading to growth and success. Next, the how. Controls are executed through a variety of means. It could be through system-related checks, such as automated software that monitors transactions for any unusual activity. It could also be through regular reviews and reconciliations, where discrepancies are identified and corrected. Policies and training also play a significant role in control execution. By setting clear guidelines and educating everyone in the organization about them, businesses can ensure that controls are properly implemented and adhered to. Finally, the where. Controls are applied throughout an organization, from top-level management to the frontline employees. Everyone has a part to play in maintaining control. In finance, controls could be applied in the form of budgeting and financial reporting. In operations, it could be through quality checks and process standardization. In human resources, it could be through performance management and training programs. The list goes on. In essence, controls are like the invisible threads that hold an organization together. They work silently in the background, guiding actions and decisions, managing risks, and creating an environment conducive for growth and success. They may seem complex, but once you understand their why, how, and where, they become less of a mystery and more of a tool that can be harnessed to steer any organization towards its objectives and goals. Understanding the why, how, and where of control provides us with a comprehensive view of its operation. Now that we've understood the attributes of control, let's explore its types. First up, detective controls. Imagine you're a detective inspecting and reviewing processes to catch any discrepancies. That's precisely what these controls do. They are established to detect any irregularities or errors that might have occurred. A classic example is a reconciliation process where the goal is to match two sets of data. If there's a mismatch, the detective control has done its job. Next, we have preventative controls. These are the safeguards, the shields if you will, designed to stop any problems before they occur. A typical example would be system-related controls like passwords and access rights. By restricting access to only authorized individuals, we prevent unauthorized actions that could lead to potential risks. Moving on to corrective controls. Now, let's say an error has slipped past our detective and preventative controls. That's where corrective controls come into play. They are designed to correct any errors that have been detected and to prevent their recurrence. System exception reporting is a prime example here. When the system identifies an error, it not only flags it, but also initiates actions to correct it. Lastly, we have directive controls. These are the guidelines, the rules of the game that everyone needs to follow. Policies and training programs fall into this category. They direct the behavior of individuals in an organization to ensure everyone is moving in the right direction. In essence, these four types of controls form a comprehensive system. Detective controls help identify issues, preventative controls stop them before they happen, corrective controls fix the issues that do occur, and directive controls guide everyone's actions in the first place. It's like a well-coordinated team, each member playing a critical role in managing risks and ensuring the organization meets its objectives. So these are the types of controls that help organizations manage risks and achieve their objectives. In the past few minutes, we've taken a deep dive into the world of controls. We've explored their attributes, their types, and the critical role they play within organizations, large and small. Just to quickly recap, remember that control is any action taken to manage risk and increase the likelihood of achieving established objectives and goals. Controls are not just about preventing negative outcomes, but also about maximizing opportunities. We've learned that control has 6 key attributes: what, who, when, why, how, and where. What refers to the specific action or measure being taken. Who is about the individuals or parties responsible for implementing and overseeing the control. When relates to the timing of the control, whether it's continuous or occurs at specific intervals. Why is the reason or rationale behind the control typically tied to risk management or goal achievement? How is the method or process of implementing the control? And where denotes the area or department where the control is in effect. We also delved into the 4 major types of controls: detective, preventative, corrective, and directive. Detective controls involve reviews and reconciliations to identify and address issues after they've occurred. Preventative controls are system-related measures designed to stop problems before they happen. Corrective controls are system exception reports with built-in measures to prevent recurrence. Lastly, directive controls include policies and training aimed at guiding behavior and decision-making. Understanding these attributes and types of controls is vital for anyone looking to effectively manage risk and achieve goals. But remember, implementing controls is not a one-size-fits-all process. It requires careful consideration of an organization's unique risks, objectives, and operational context. So as you go forward, think about how you can put these insights into practice. Consider how you can design and implement controls that not only mitigate risks, but also pave the way for growth and success. Remember, a well-implemented control system is a key component in managing risk and achieving goals. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more informative videos on risk management.